So I think that I know who I can trust and who I can't trust, because it's the conversations that everyone's having, if they look in your eyes or if they change the subject when you walk up. But I think I've only got 2 certain votes. I'm comfortable that I've definitely got 2 votes with me, and then from there I'm not really sure. So have to wait and see.
Who are the 2 votes?
The 2 votes, as long as this is a secret, it's Belinda and Jared. But if Belinda backstabs me, look out. I know where you live.
Okay, final 4. This is the final immunity challenge. For this challenge, you'll all be blindfolded and you must all balance on one leg. That's it. Last person remaining wins immunity. Guaranteed spot in the final 3. Survivors ready? I'm going to count you in, so you're going to have 5 seconds to get on the leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Belinda's out of the challenge.
Oh, yeah. That was
Go P!
Jared, leg up a little bit. Don't want to touch the ground. He's out of the challenge.
Oh, wow.
It's down to Jared and Mel. Up.
Oh, now Jared's got the secret weapon. He's got window.
That's all Mel's been doing. Something.
Yeah, hold it until you can, and then hop and to reset.
Or your gym training.
It's all paying off now.
Guaranteed spot in the final 3.
Yeah.
It's like waves crashing against the mountain. That is Jared.
Hang in there, Mel.
You're good.
Keep going, babe.
It's getting slowly further and further away.
It's a difficult camera shot.
It's painful. It's kind of upwards.
Very. She's done. Jared wins final immunity.
What's called? I've never even seen Ross.
What happens, so instead of it being all the people who weren't voted for, so 2 people, because it's like fire making challenge, the 2 people that were voted for.
Normally fire making challenge, but we're not
So
going to do
out of the 2 people that were voted for, they'll draw rocks or cards or something.
So if you get a black rock, you go home. So it's 50-50 chance that you're going to go home. It comes down to a rock. Yeah, just vote for whoever. Who are you voting for? Me?
No.
Me. You vote for Mel? You vote for Mel? I'll vote for you. Mel will vote for you. You can vote for...
What?
So I don't know, what do you guys want to do? And we should do it soon.
I tried to hold it a little bit longer. I was like,
So you and me. The boys are going to vote you and me out. 100%.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, Jared's still in there, so.
Yeah, well, I have to.
I think it's making noise, I think that's it. Who is Jared?
okay, congratulations, final 4, and congratulations, Jared, on that immunity win. Good job. All right, so down to final 4. You guys seem to have voted together pretty much the whole way. What's happening now? Nobody knows. Well, Jared's obviously not going home, but how are you deciding amongst the rest of you? Belinda? You don't know? Do you think there's any chance of rocks being drawn? Yeah? What would be the split of the rocks then? Who's going to be getting votes, do you guys think? Is there a 2-2 split in here? Because you wouldn't be going for rocks unless there was a 2-2 split.
I think there'll be rocks.
Okay. But we're not saying...
Something...
There's only one person that can change their mind.
Okay. Alright, so you guys just want to vote? Just want to get to it? Alright, let's get to it. Let's read the votes. First vote. B.
Linda.
It would be funny if you did, I might just do it.
Mel.
Smelly.
Evan. One vote Belinda, one vote Mel, one vote Evan, one vote left.
Oh shit. Not even dropped.
13th person voted out of Survivor Banyule Season 2.
What happened?
I think I know what happened. Evan.
What a looks good kill.
Evan.
He's zoom in over there. He's refused to get up. Yes, Sandra. The queen stays queen.
Thank you, Evan. Well played.
Welcome.
Welcome to the jury.
Sorry, Smelly. Not much I could do with Jared winning immunity. Oh well, bad luck. Hopefully Belinda gets the big rock.
Can't vote for my wife.
I just think if there's a popularity that maybe you'll get a couple more votes. If it all goes to plan, it's going to be rocks, but I can already hear Mel just kind of talking to me, saying that both the boys are voting for her, when it's meant to be Evan and B voting for Mel, and then me and Mel voting for B. So she actually, I'm not going to stop it, because if B goes, that's alright, because I'd rather that. But if she's able to do that, it means B's going to go without rocks. If she's able to persuade her by talking right now.
Sorry, babe. You're pretty good. Hope that doesn't bite me in the butt. Going Evan, because I know that both the boys have gone against me, potentially Belinda, and I think I'm out, but I'm trying to get Evan out to save me.
So, what is your name and where did you place?
Evan, and I placed 4th.
Very good. Did you see that coming?
No.
Did you expect your wife to vote against you?
No, definitely not.
Is she in trouble?
Yes.
Where did you go wrong?
Trusting my wife. Underestimating maybe how bad she felt for voting out Mel.
Who were you targeting?
Mel. Only because Jared had the hidden immunity idol at the final 5, and then because he won immunity. Otherwise it was me, Belinda and Mel.
Who do you think is going to win?
Belinda.
Well, that's good.
Hopefully she's done this strategically so that she knows I'm going to vote for her, even though I want to kill her right now.
Emotions running high. Any last words?
No, that's all.
Jared, can you please tell us why you think you should win?
Yeah, it was really good to play again with all you guys. Just first of all, I'd like to say thanks for coming down. Been a good day. I don't know, it's hard to think about it in a minute, but definitely on my game, I thought I'd try to play a little bit more social. Usually what I like to do is play a little bit more aggressive, especially with the challenges as well, try and win as much as I can. With my knee, I couldn't do that, so I went into today thinking I'm going to try and play as social as I can. Make sure I talk to everyone that I'm either in a tribe with or around. Make sure that you start building a little bit of trust. You probably saw me walking around to different groups throughout the whole game. I wanted to make sure I talked to at least everyone once or twice during the whole game. And a couple of times it worked out with building some trust. So I never got voted for the whole game. I think there's always a bit of deceit and some lies that go on. I try not to make it seem like I was a power play with doing that though. One of my big goals before the game was to make sure that while I was in, I wanted all the football boys out from Masala. So I wanted to come in without the preconceived idea that football boys are working together. I may have used them at some points to get what I wanted, but that was my goal and it's worked out. When it came through to the merge, it's a bit rough because 4 of my tribe members went one way and I went the other way. Thankfully I caught Mel and Evan on the way to the bathroom and we're able to bond quickly. So from then on we were kind of talking about having a strong 4. included with B as well, going towards it, and we've been able to narrow that down the whole way. So very social game. I'm not going to lie, like I did lie a couple of times, but you always do that in Survivor. But I thought I played a very strong social game.
Thanks, Jared. All right, Mel.
Can I sit?
If you like.
Thanks for letting me come along. I've never done Survive before, nor really watched it, so I had no idea what I was getting into, and that probably, I don't know if you could see that as I was playing, I really didn't have any strategy. It was more just trying to be a good team player, try and win the team games. We did the first couple, which was really good. I didn't get a vote against me, which I thought was good. Trying to form strong alliances with everyone in the team, and I guess we're lucky enough to stay, 3 of us, all the way up to the end, or Evan and I to the end. I did try and win for my team, so when I was blindfolded, I got us through to the end of the line and got that puzzle in, so I thought that was really helpful. I did step out on some activities as well, so I didn't want to be the hero for every game, which was fine. Didn't want to be the best, didn't want to be the worst, tried to stay in the middle. Tried to sort of form alliances with a few different people, with everyone, which I think I did. Yeah, it was interesting, it was fun, I would love to do it again. So thanks.
Thank you, Mel. Belinda.
Hi guys, thanks for letting me play. Love Survivor and so glad to be here today. I guess we started off a bit rocky. We lost every single challenge until the merge, so that was fun going to so many tribal councils. Sam and I were able to stay together for a while, and then I realised he was such a threat and Sam sort of needed to go home, so sorry about that, Sam.
Salty ass.
And I guess I just tried to do my best in challenges as well, have a chat to everybody, and yeah, just enjoy the day. Few decisions I felt bad about, voting people out, but you know, sorry, bye. You gotta do what you gotta do though, don't you? So, yeah, I had a good day.
Alright, thanks Belinda. Alright, now we're going to turn to the jury and they are going to ask you some questions. So Marcus, would you please start us off?
Okay, I'll do an easy one. Besides yourself, who do you think would make a good winner?
Wait, what, sorry? Winner.
I'll go first. Because I played a lot with Mel after the merge. I think Mel's played a very strong strategic game. I think she's done well in challenges as well. But overall, I think she's talked to enough people and really played a really strategic game to get where she is right now. So yeah, I was going to say something besides myself.
Can you elaborate on the strategy? Like versus Belinda, who I think played
I think one of the best. I think one of the better things we did when we were playing together was, as I was saying, whenever personally, I never tried to be a power player, but we're always kind of bringing up names and just making sure that was always at the forefront. So it was another good thing that Mel did. She was always off talking to other people, just trying to bring up names, make sure that was on their mind, instead of really pointing out that we should get rid of this person.
Mel?
It's hard because these two came in at sort of halfway through the game, so I didn't really get to see their strategies and the way they played at the start. So in terms of who earns it more, from that point I couldn't really tell you. If we're going girl power, I'd like to see Belinda.
Look at the council now.
Girl power.
But you played a really good game too, like coming in straight away, you were really friendly with everyone. You did stay true to your word actually, which was really good. But so did Belinda, so it's really hard to choose between the two. I think they both played pretty even from my eyes.
Well, I think they both played a really good game, talking to people a lot, but I think Jared spent a lot of time going to every single group and talking to, like every time I looked at him he was talking to someone else. He found an idol and he played, I guess he didn't need to play that really until the end, but yeah, I think he was a strong contender, and I think Mel was too, just the social side I guess. But yeah, as far as strategy, I think we sort of just picking people off at the end, so yeah.
I think because we all formed an alliance pretty much straight away.
And it stayed strong.
Yeah, we're lucky.
Yeah, it was more the social side than, yeah. Anyway, it was was only a few blindsides. Well, not really. Were they blindsides? People, I don't know.
Is anyone surprised?
Was anyone? Everyone knew that it was going home.
I didn't know I was going, but I had a feeling.
I lied to your face, and I felt really bad about that. That's probably the one I
get to
felt
that.
bad. That's probably the only vote that I feel. Well, sorry.
Digging yourself
Two
a deeper
votes
hole.
that I feel really bad for.
Just stop talking.
Anyway,
Alright.
off topic.
Thank you, Marcus. Are you content with that?
Yeah.
Okay. David.
Belinda, how are you able to wear short sleeve shirt? Like, it's crazy. It's cold.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You've got a power stance going on. It's amazing.
Tough.
And tell us more about how you backstabbed Sandwich.
Well,
Like, did it feel good to put the knife in the
no,
back?
I even did a sad face on the.
You did it anyway. Like, if you had a chance again, would you always do it?
Yeah, I'd do it again.
Like, even if he trusts you and everything, you'd completely just stab him back
Well,
every time.
he kept going from, like, he was able to turn someone who was set on voting one way, talk to them, and then they'd change their mind straight away. Like, he was really good at negotiating and convincing people to vote a certain way. And I realised that pretty quickly because I was set to vote one way, and then he sort of talked to me, and I would change my mind. I'm like, hang on a second, there's something, yeah. And I'm like, right, he's got to go. He's got to go next. So.
Thanks, David. Wayne.
Obviously you made a big move there, voting off Evan. Is there any other move you can put your name on as being the one behind that?
Nothing was like solely my decision. Like obviously everyone votes together, so it was mainly all team stuff.
Yeah.
I guess. So.
Most of our votes were unanimous. Obviously, like
Because you said you felt bad for the Slayer blindside, but that was unanimous.
Yeah, but I had Sam and I had been working together, like from our original tribe. We were the only two left, so we'd been voting together, and and he told me that he had that idol, and we had an alliance, and then I sort of backstabbed him a bit. So.
One last question. Coggers, when there were 5 people left, you and Sexton voted together. If you were voting together, why didn't you play the idol?
That went through my mind the whole time about whether I should or not. Because at that point I was like, I wonder what Mel's actually doing. It kind of hit me after all the voting. But you can never be too sure in this game, and that's why I went with the insurance policy on myself, because at least I'd have a chance to go through to the final 3 after the individual immunity. So it did cross my mind about giving it to Sexton. Because I know I kept on asking you, did you actually stick to what you did? And I was just like, I was kind of shitting myself after that. But I just went with the insurance policy over it. I wanted to try and get as far as I could.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Wayne. Alright, Marco.
Good questions, Wayne. I had the same ones. So, Jared, what do you mean by distancing yourself from the footy boys, and why? How did you dissociate yourself?
Well, just I guess for people that weren't at the last game, I know me and Samuel were pretty heavily targeted because we lived together, and then a lot of the football boys are obviously targeted as well. So what I really wanted to do, especially because I knew there was a lot of new players here, was kind of distance myself from them. Still, as I was saying, be a little bit social and still talk to them and that. Maybe put a little bit of hope there, but at the end of the day, and a lot of the tribe that I went to in the second part can attest to it. I know Adrian, I told you from the first part that was my goal, and I also told the 3, Evan as well, that I was happy to get rid of Samuel when I needed to, mainly because that was my goal, to make sure that when it came to the crunch point, there wasn't another football person up there with me, that they kind of looked at it and said, well, they're kind of working together. Pardon?
In the final 3, no?
Final 3, final 4, where it kind of comes to those kind of voting and all that kind of stuff. So.
Alright, thanks, Marco.
Wasn't finished.
Oh, okay. Well, speak a bit louder then, so I can.
B, why did you pick girl power over Evan? Why?
Let him. Come on. Yeah.
How does that help you think you're going to win making that decision?
Well, I feel like out of everyone here, he'll probably get even more angry at me now. I think he would have won. Like, he's played a great game. He played that idol at the start. He's very social. Like, I think he would have won easily sitting here. So I like my chances more. No, I'm sorry, Melly. I'm sorry.
Thanks,
Sorry. Plus, Mel's been my best friend forever. It was very difficult to sit. Very difficult.
But Evan's just nothing to
You're the winner of the relationship.
Next question.
I want to hear something arrogant from each of you and why you're here. I don't want to hear
Trust you.
Something arrogant, like something we did, or?
Yeah, something you did that you note. I want arrogance, I don't want to be humble. I want you to say, this is why I'm the best.
This is why I'm the best.
Jared's like, I know this answer.
Because you've all played the humble while we shared it, we learned. I want someone to stand up and say, I'm the best we can do this.
Personally, I think I did a good job in, as I was saying, play a social game. It came to a point where it was about 8 to 9 people left, where I still had about 3 options. I think I remember just was whispering that to Wayno because I was a little bit confused with what to do. So it was a point where there was about 8 or 9 left, and I was like, I still have about 3 options to go with. So I played that really good social game where I did build to trust a lot of people. So I guess that's why, to answer your question, that's why I think I'm the best, because I had a lot of options to do and I chose the best one, because that's why I'm here.
It's a really hard question to answer, but I think I'm the better one, better player. I think I helped our team quite well. I won a challenge. I've helped us win some challenges with the puzzles, like I was saying before. When we had the baton and the stick on it, I got us 2 wins out of that against other teams. I think from a challenge perspective, I did quite well, but I also tried to play the game a little bit with everyone's alliances and try and become friends with everyone and try and get them on my team to benefit myself.
I guess our team, Banksia, started off quite poorly, going to every single tribal council and managing to somehow make it through all that, including having your back for one of them, so much so that I pulled rocks to keep you in the game. Just having the guts to do that, because I could have easily said, I'll just go Aaron, and then I would have been safe for sure. But I took that risk at the start, and I think throughout the game somehow I've managed to get into alliances, and these guys stayed around and we were able to work together at the end.
Alright, listening to all of that, I only got one question. Jared, did you tell anyone about your immunity idol that you found at the start?
Yep, so I told Evan,
Okay.
and then later on I also told B as well.
So when playing it, did you conspire with Evan at all and how you were going to play it?
No, because at that point I kind of thought it was going to go one way. I guess
was that?
the kind of way where B was going to go out.
You're going to kick me out? From the start, you said that you, me and Evan would be strong 3.
And he said, you, me, Evan.
As I said, I played that game where there's a lot of options all the time.
Kept his options open.
See, I knew,
those are the 2 I told. In regards to that, if I can follow up to that, Mel and Sexton talked to me about getting B out because we think that she was going to be a very good jury voter. So in a split decision, I decided to take the plunge, which then it ruined me a little bit, because if I didn't win the challenge before, then I wouldn't be up here.
What do you mean I'd be a good jury? You mean I'd vote for someone?
People
would vote for you.
Yeah, as in like a good hit. Yeah. Just help. Last thing, do you wish you had used the immunity for Sexton?
Yeah.
Alright. Brownie points, Bob.
I've got 2 questions. Firstly, Jared, tell me a little bit more about the orchestration of my elimination. No, you mentioned something earlier, and I just want clarification on that. Don't sugarcoat it either.
So as I was saying, I'm not taking sole responsibility for that, because it wasn't my sole thing. From my experience of how it all went, what happened was myself and Samuel were speaking. At that point, we decided it's the right time to get Adrian. after that, I went to the tribe that I was merged with, and I kind of just put up a couple of names, and we decided, as I was saying, never said this is who we should go for, but kind of leaning towards it and pushing a little bit more. And after that, it was pretty much set. So it wasn't a unanimous decision it wasn't my choice solely. There was a couple of different power players in it.
That's fine. Now, each of you, we'll start with you again, Jared. If you could choose one person from the jury to take with you to the end to beat, who would it be? And I will not allow duplicates. So I want a different answer.
We now allow me to pick who?
So
you can choose whoever you want.
You can choose whoever you want from the jury. Can't be anyone up there with you. Choose someone from here that you would take to the end to beat that you think could be a goat.
That I could beat?
Yeah, someone that's good. That's good.
No.
Who's your goat?
Who's your goat?
That was my play to get me right.
Well, I'm gonna say Sexy. And
why?
the reason behind it is the whole game he was always saying, I don't care who we vote for as long as I'm not being voted for. So I think if someone's going to play like that, I think that's definitely someone you want to take far into a game.
That's good.
Fair answer?
I got me far.
Same question, Mel.
Take Aaron.
Why?
Damn it. He's competitive, I'm competitive. He likes to think he wins all the time. I'd like to put that to the challenge. Yeah. It'd be good to see who comes out on top.
Okay. Belinda?
Can't say yeah.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I think Dave. I don't know why I was so straight to Dave. He voted for himself. Why didn't I take him?
Okay.
We're just streaming one way. You follow through it. There's no point fighting up.
Yeah, you join the majority. You do.
That's true. We're in terms.
I'm up.
Yep.
I only have sort of two things to ask or add. First one's to Jared. I thought that at the 6 and at the 5 you had like all the control, considering that you had that idol, and you made decisions not to save either Declan or Sexton, which obviously meant that you wanted one of those two or Evan to be with you in the final two. Do you think that you have a better chance of beating these two than of these two boys right here? Yes or no?
Justification as well?
Yeah, but yes or no, straight first.
I think I would have had a better chance against Declan and Sexton.
So okay.
The way that the game was going, it was kind of hard to toss up how everything's going to go. It was at that point, because everyone in the final four was all really wanting to vote not for each other. It was going to be too hard to sway enough votes. With the idol, once again, I wanted to make it as far as I could, and a little bit selfish with the idol. So yeah, I understand like maybe from a viewing point it was a little bit frustrating. I don't know if it was like a little bit boring or not.
I guess for me it wasn't frustrating, it was more confusing to see the position where those three felt so strong, and that was your opportunities to then make moves to get yourself in a final three where you made all the decisions and brought guys who really had no control with you, whereas you brought players who really controlled the game with you, and I think it's put you in a poor position.
Yeah, I guess so. If you're looking at it that way, I think everyone up here has had a chance to have a bit of power in the game. So you could say the exact same for the other ones as well. I know that had a little bit more power than I had the idol. And it did float around in my mind a couple of times. As I said, I did regret not using it for Sexy. But as I'm saying, there's so many blindsides that can happen. I don't want to put myself out at number 5 when I can make it through to number 3.
And the other sort of thing to add, Belinda, you're the best liar ever for the most part. And I think you're underselling yourself. I thought you made all the strong moves in this game. To get rid of me without me really realising that it was going to happen, and then also then to take Evan out at the end, you made the big plays, and I think you're the power player up there today.
Jason. Alright. Obviously knowing, or not knowing until closer to the end, that the jury is going to be the ones that decide the winner, what choices did you guys make when you were eliminating people to make sure that people would still vote for you at the end as the jury, even if you voted them out?
Is this just the way that you play the game?
So lying to people in the face?
Well, yeah, part of the game. Like, if you, I know, the social game, if you build a friendship or, establish a relationship with them, hopefully they'll vote for you at the end. And it's not just about, being upset about being voted out. It's more how you think someone played the game and the moves they made, and any survivor.
So you think being like a powerful player rather than being a fair player is more important?
Well, for me, that's how I would vote, but I know everyone's different, so someone else will prefer someone that they got along with, or someone who never lied, or someone who did well in challenges. Like, everyone's got their own thing that they look for in a winner, and for me it's more of who's going to make the moves and sort of process.
First of all, congratulations guys, you did really well. I think it's interesting that they all want different tribes to start as well, which is kind of cool. Yeah. So they've all got their own way. I've got a few holes in Jared's arguments, which I'll have to highlight. So Jared told me about the idol straight away, which he failed to tell everyone. And then about 5 votes later, he came back and told me that it was fake, which obviously it wasn't. So that's a little bit annoying.
Genius.
Yeah, so there was that. And you kept saying you were in the alliance with Belinda, Mel and Evan throughout the whole thing. Then why on the 5th vote did you vote with Sexton if you were in that alliance?
First one first, or? So with the idol, I already had a fake one. I picked up the hidden immunity idol. It was there. We were kind of all standing around. It was that tree near the river. We were all kind of standing around it, and I was kind of waiting for everyone to move away from it so I can grab it. I grabbed it, but I wasn't too sure if anyone saw me. So I know you were kind of the last one to leave. So at that point, I decided to say I found an idol and showed you the fake wrapping on it. And I thought it was the best bet from there to, then you think I have a fake one, or I'll come about later and say it's fake, especially as I see what the actual idols look like. And it worked out well that all the idols had big coins on them, and the idol I had was an elephant, so it made more sense.
Some red string.
Yeah. And then the other question was, sorry, what was that again? The
you said you were in an alliance with...
Yeah, okay, no, so I remember that one. So basically, we're in an alliance, and we're pretty gung-ho on that. It just goes back to the same thing where getting a little bit worried about Belinda towards the end. So Mel and Sexy were talking to me about getting rid of Belinda, which at that point I went for it. It didn't work out.
So I take your last vote then was for Belinda in that last vote. Okay. That's really good.
Thanks, Doug.
Hi. I just want to know which of the tribal councils that you were on the correct side of the vote you enjoyed the most. Who did you enjoy the most of getting rid of in this game?
The funniest one was Declan. I think mainly because he was trying to explain to us the percentages of...
I probably would have taken that if I was...
He'd be fully safe, but me and Sexy would have a 33% chance of leaving, so...
I would have.
Essentially what he was saying was if we went to Rocks, he would be safe, which he'd be cool with. And then me and Jared would have a 66% chance of maybe not going.
No. There's 33% chance that neither of you would go. Yeah.
Which is way lower.
But then I said you had a 0% chance of making it there, which was true.
It may have been true. I still stayed longer than you did.
Oh, back and forth.
Anyway, you should be arguing with them, mate.
I wasn't arguing, I was just agreeing. Yeah, I like that vote too. Anyways.
Yeah, I felt the same because I felt like it was maybe either you or I were going to go. So I felt good for me to know that it was you and not me. But then I was also thinking forward plays as well, and I knew you had the idol, so it's like a matter of whether I go you or you, which was a better play, but the votes were in your favour, so my vote wouldn't have counted.
Well, mine was a toss-up between Sam, although I felt bad about it, I was happy, and Adrian actually, so sorry Adrian, but you were very, from what I saw of you, you were very chatty and you talked to everyone and saying vote here, vote there, so I thought you were a very strong player, so I thought, time to go.
Gung-ho.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Anyway.
No, I just wanted that. It was pretty funny. That's all. Thanks.
Sexton.
Are we done?
One more person has a couple of questions. Evan.
Jared, I guess I think my questions changed a bit as everyone else's questions went around. So what was the reason for showing me the real idol versus telling Declan about the fake idol? What was the strategy behind that?
Honestly, playing like once before Declan, I know it's hard to come like preconceived ideas, but you kind of see how everything kind of works and with a little bit of flip-floppiness. In terms of you, like I felt like we bonded pretty quickly, had some good strategy, and I thought you were very genuine. And as the game went on, so I didn't show you straight away. As the game went on, and I saw that trust was starting to build, then I was like, I'm going to show you and bring you into the world that I'm in, and then hopefully make it all the way through together.
Melanie, until the end, were you with me the whole time?
100%.
100%?
100% was with you there. It was so seriously, I knew the votes were going to go either 2 to me, last night they were going to go 2.
But even at our first tribal council where I played the idol, and then I asked why I got voted for, and Jason said maybe you should ask Mel.
To be honest, I was playing the game. I always had you and I in mind to the end, and I wanted to gain this guy's trust by trying to turn on YouTube.
That worked. Logic, right?
It's alright, Mel. I did the same. It's okay.
Yeah, but I felt like our alliances were strong enough for you and us to get through those tricky times. So to play the game, yes, I did, by trying to get people to turn on you, but that also made other people vote differently as well. So and I knew you had the idol, so I knew you'd be fine if they all voted for you. You had no problems in all. So for me to play along with that, showed them that I knew you didn't have it.
It's true.
Evan, do you have any other questions?
He doesn't want to talk to me.
Alright, those questions can wait for the car ride home. Alright.
Are they going in the same car?
Maybe
My
not. Alright, thank you very much, jury. Excellent questions. And thank you, final 3. You've done a great job getting to the end, but now it's up to the jury. So, Marcus, can you please start us off? Let's vote for a winner. Let's get into it. First vote. Belinda. Hey. Mel. 1 vote Belinda, 1 vote Mel. Belinda. 2 votes Belinda, 1 vote Mel. Mel. 2 votes Belinda, 2 votes Mel.
Come back.
Belinda. 3 votes Belinda, 2 votes Mel. Mel. 3 votes Belinda, 3 votes Mel.
Next 4.
Belinda. Can't really see it.
It's a B, then it says win, and then it says dark.
I wonder who did that. 4 votes Belinda, 3 votes Mel. Belinda. 5 votes Belinda, 3 votes Mel. The winner of Survivor Banyule Season 2, Belinda! Congratulations, Belinda.
You can stand up. Stand up.
Well done.
It was AB3. AB3. Wait, who voted Mal?
Congratulations, Belinda. Here is your grand
Who else
prize.
voted Mal?
$140.
Played a really strong game. I think you were in control the whole time. Congratulations. Hope you win.
No, that's fine.
Went for Belinda because she gave me a top, gave me a good call out there, and Team Banksia for life.
It's funny how juries can go. Going into that, you were the least likely to get my vote. Coming out of it, you were the most. I vote on who had the most control. You had the most control. You made the big moves. You deserve to win.
I'm voting for Belinda because
played really well, coming from a team that was struggling at the start. But our wins, I get the money. Selfish reasons.
This was a little bit hard, but then actually it turned out you weren't as nice as I thought you were listening to all those questions, so that was actually really helpful. So I know who I'm voting for because you played the challenges really, really well, and I think you played people really well, and it's fun for someone who doesn't know the whole thing to win. I hope you win.
Oh no. Just cause.
Just cause.
I thought you played a really strong game. You lied so well to me, and you made some big moves at the end to get rid of Evan. I like Jared's game, but I think he made too many mistakes down the stretch and could have got himself in a better position. So, well done. Congrats.
Good job, Mel. You did a great game. Lots of challenges, lots of good teamwork. So hopefully you can beat Belinda and Jared because I wanted to beat them. So you should do it for me.
Had to respect the move of voting your husband off. It was very clutch.
I did think Mel was going to win, but I feel like Belinda just explained the answers better. I like the maliciousness of a couple of her things. Voting off the husband, love it. Because it's something she's allowed to do, but if he'd done it, poor boy. But yeah, no, it's good, great game. To be honest, I think all of them did really well. So I hope he gets a laugh.
Hopefully you voted me out for strategy so you could win and have a better chance, and at least you knew I would vote for you. But we'll see.